Hello.
Lawrence. I'm Jamie.
How do you do? Nice to see you. Hello.
Very good to meet you.
Very nice to see you too.
You're looking very nice.
Thank you.
You're much more rugged than I thought you'd be.
What were you expecting?
Well, so here we are.
Gosh.
We're confined to here for 24 hours. How are you feeling about it?
I'm perfectly relaxed about it, really. You know, beats working.
I'm curious to know how you think that the British public perceives you.
To be completely honest, I don't really care. As far as I'm concerned, that's sort of, you know, that's up to them. I think when you care too much, it's a bit scary.
When I knew that you were going to be on the show, I thought, well, shall I sit down and watch a whole tranche of what Laurence has done? Because I haven't really watched your shows.
I'm dealing with this, you see.
Instead, I did a straw poll. There's 6 people that I went out and asked, some close friends, and they had all seen your shows. And I said, you know, what's your perception of Laurence? And it fell down the middle. 3 of my friends said he's basically a lovable eccentric. He's quite close to being a kind of national treasure.
How sweet they are.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
And then the other 3, it fell right down the middle. The other 3 said he is basically the most annoying man in Britain. And so I thought, for this particular 24 hours, and, you know, man to man, discover whether you are that lovable eccentric.
Which one?
Or whether you are just bloody annoying.
I think both.
You left the loo seat up.
I know, isn't it great we're in a boy zone?
That's not
I think
acceptable.
That's marvellous.
That's not acceptable.
Yeah, but you see, you haven't come from a household completely dominated by women. Who, you know, that would be completely.
So you're cutting loose here.
I'm cutting loose. It's a bachelor. This is a stag experience, as far as I'm concerned. I shall leave the loo seat up. I shall leave all sorts of little yellow trickles all around it.
I think it's unacceptable. You've been married for 23 years, right? I read that Jackie thought that you were gay when she first met you.
No, she did. She did. I think she actually said at the time that she felt it was a shame that I was gay. But don't forget, this was a you know, this was a mistake that she only wallowed in for a good couple of hours.
Was she pleased in the transformation?
I think she was, actually.
The change?
I think she was quite relieved to find, yes.
Were there groupies on changing rooms? Either in following you around, demanding sex acts, or just simply, you know, the actual participants themselves?
There was a couple who were very generous in their invitations to me.
Propositioned?
Yeah, it wasn't exactly propositioned. It was more kind of, you know, we're all grown-ups. Fancy hanging out. It was before dogging, before the age.
How did they phrase it, then?
It was done in such a sort of a straightforward suburban way. I thought I was being invited to a wine and cheese party to begin with. It was only after the penny dawned that you know, my eyes became like saucers and, you know, said, actually, no. And also, I felt really sorry for them because I don't think they realised that we were all mic'd.
But was Jackie invited as well, or was it just you?
Yeah. I'm sure they said.
Are you and Jackie
you
interested in swinging?
Yeah, basically. So I was frantically going, no.
What? We're on mic.
Yes,
We'll talk later when we're taking the mics off.
That's exactly what I said. You know, I mimed, see me at tea break.
It's curious that when you were propositioned, it was by a man and a woman.
I thought that was quite sweet in a way. I mean, it was, you know, it was a sort of a social engagement rather than a predatory, you know, sex move.
Do you think it's feasible that one man's career could be destroyed in 24 hours?
Very likely, as well.
Is that 24 hours?
Could well be, couldn't it?
It could be the best thing for you.
Yeah, you see, now this is it. I can see where you're going now. You're trying to liberate me from television.
I'm trying to save television.
Yeah, are you? That's so beautiful. You know, looking at the macro picture like that.
Who else is going to do it?
Exactly.